Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl, BeeSparrow, Buzzz Tweet Talk Radio. How y'all doing today? I'm doing fine, I'm doing great. I'm blessed to be amongst the living, and if you're within the sound of my voice, I'm thankful that you are amongst the living too. It's a very nice day here in the ENC, that is Eastern North Carolina. The sun is out, the birds are chirping. Beautiful day. But in spite of this beautiful day, I just have a question that I just cannot understand for the life of me. Why the House Democrats are in El Salvador demanding the return of a person that is believed to be a MS-13 gangbanger. I just don't understand why the Democrats are fighting so hard for this one man. Some Democrats are fighting more for this one man than they have for an American citizen. Mainly a black American citizen. Somebody needs to make it make sense to me, because I don't quite understand what's going on. But anyway, let me go and fetch my article, and we're going to come back and talk about it, okay? Well, all right.
BeeSparrow, 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 BeeSparrow. Yo, dog, it's BeeSparrow. Like, share, and subscribe. This release is gonna bring it live. Information, world news, current events, the source. Accurate as a fingerprint. A cool sister, a force for the people. Attacking real enemies, strategy that's lethal. There will be no sequels, so get the tickets. A cool place for you to sit back and kick it, or be fiction. Dialogue till we get to the bottom of it. We can agree to disagree, hate it or love it. Either way, she's sitting talking like an arrow. Introducing, ladies and gentlemen, BeeSparrow.
It kind of feels like a slap in the face as a black woman in this country. Feels like a slap in the face. Like, why is this our concern? Why are we all in El Salvador trying to get this man out of prison that is a suspected MS-13 gangbanger? And I just heard that he has MS-13 tattooed on his body. He beats his wife and things like this. Why are we fighting for this man? Whereas we have a little 17-year-old boy, no record, grade A students, that's possibly in trouble for defending himself against a bully, against a known bully. Why are we so concerned about this person? 4 House Democrats were scheduled to land in El Salvador to demand the release and return of Kilmar Abrigo Garcia, a Salvadorian citizen who lived in Maryland and was deported by the administration to a prison in El Salvador due to what the Trump administration called an administrative error. And y'all act like this is the first time that a president has, quote, accidentally, unquote, sent someone, deported someone, accidentally, quote, unquote. This is not the first time. This is not the first administration to do it, but I think because it's Trump, these people are going to El Salvador, to try to get this man out of prison. The group, Robert Garcia, Maxine Frost, Yasmin Ansari. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, Maxine Dexter. They all said in a statement they hope to pressure the White House to abide by a Supreme Court order. These are all Democrats. While Donald Trump continues to defy the Supreme Court, Kilmar Abriga Garcia is being held illegally in El Salvador after being wrongfully deported, Representative Garcia said. This is why we're here, to remind the American people that kidnapping immigrants and deporting them without due process is not how we do things in America. The Trump administration has refused to bring back Abriga Garcia despite a Supreme Court order to facilitate his return, and is receiving bipartisan criticism for it. The Salvadoran citizen entered the country illegally. An immigration judge said he should not be deported to El Salvador because Abriga Garcia was able to prove he was likely to suffer persecution in his home country. And why would he suffer persecution in his own country? That's the question that I was asking weeks ago. Why? Somebody said because he was he was a gang member. He might suffer persecution from fellow gang members. I ain't want to gossip, but that's what I heard. Now, the Trump administration says it deported him because he was a member of MS-13. His lawyers denied that Abriga Garcia belongs to the gang. The White House said it can't force the Salvadorian government to release one of its citizens, while El Salvador's president called the idea of Abriga Garcia's release preposterous. On Thursday, a federal court denied the Trump administration appeal of the court's return order. Last week, Representatives Garcia and Frost requested congressional travel funds and security for the trip to El Salvador. Representative James Corner, the Kentucky Republican who chairs the House Oversight and Government Reform Committee, rejected the request. Representative Mark Green, the Tennessee Republican who chairs the House Homeland Security Committee, said he also denied such request. The group's visit to El Salvador is not a taxpayer-funded trip. The trip by House Democrats comes after a long and bipartisan series of visits to El Salvador by U.S. government officials. Starting in early February, Secretary of State Marco Rubio visited Salvadorian president, visited the El Salvadorian president, who visited his residence. And in March, Department of Homeland Security Kristi Noem, the Security Secretary Kristi Noem, met with the president and visited him. And in April, Representative Raleigh Moore, a Republican from West Virginia, also went to the mega prison. Senator Chris Van Hollen, the Maryland Democrat, met with Abriga Garcia last week. It's all Democrats trying to bring back this illegal, I'm going to say an illegal immigrant. They saying he had a protected residency to be in the country. How does one get that? How does one become a protected citizen? House Democrats that traveled to seek the release of Kilmar Abriga Garcia, they wrote to Secretary of State Marco Rubio demanding daily proof of life after being denied a meeting with the Salvadorian national who was deported from Maryland. Representatives Robert Garcia of California, Maxwell Frost of Florida, we named the list. They flew to El Salvador following the visit. I don't know whether the taxpayers paid for it. According to the article that I read, they were denied funds to get there. So maybe they paid out of their own pocket, or they raised money. They said, we had a meeting with the embassy here in El Salvador, and from what we've heard, there's no reason for me to believe that our administration, the Trump administration, is doing anything to facilitate his safe return home. Since we were not able to get the answers we need today from the embassy, We have written a letter just as of 30 minutes ago to Secretary of State Marco Rubio demanding daily proof of life for Mr. Abrego Garcia, demanding he has access to counsel, and of course, finally, demanding his safe return home. And we will not stop until this is complete. Wow. Wow, this is their fight. Meanwhile, over here in the United States, what are you fighting for? What are your plans? What are you fighting for here in the United States? You all over in El Salvador fighting for what people believe is an MS-13 gang member. Does he have an MS-13 tattoo on his body? Does he have MS-13 tattooed on his body like I heard? That's what I want to know. He's a 29-year-old immigrant who crossed the border illegally, settled in Maryland, and obtained protected legal status. How does one get protected legal status? He was deported to El Salvador. Officials acknowledged in court his deportation was an administrative error, although now some top Trump officials say he was correctly removed and contend he is a member of the notorious MS-13 gang. We are so concerned about a person who is a possibly MS-13 over here in Maryland, living large, nice job, nice union job. His wife, Jennifer Vasquez, is a U.S. citizen, they say. She released a statement saying, "We're deeply grateful to the members of Congress and advocates for justice now on the ground in El Salvador, building on the leadership of Senator Van Hollen." Wow. I have deep prayers in my heart for the black community, the foundation of Black America. Deep prayers in my heart for the foundation of Black America. And I pray that the Most High genuinely hear my prayer and make this move that I'm praying for. In the name of Yahshua HaMashiach, I pray y'all have a great day. Okay? Well, all right.
BeeSparrow, 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 BeeSparrow. Yo, dog, it's BeeSparrow. Like, share, and subscribe. This belief is gonna bring it live. Information, world news, current events, the source. Accurate as a fingerprint. A cool sister, a force for the people. Attacking real enemies, strategy that's lethal. There will be no sequels, so get your tickets. A cool place for you to sit back and kick it, or get evicted. Dialogue to begin to the bottom of it. We can agree to disagree, hate it or love it. Either way, she's sitting and talking like an arrow. Introducing ladies and gentlemen, BeeSparrow.
You're listening to Buzzz Tweet Radio. Bzzz.